Hello and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be featuring the Digitech Mosaic, which is a 12-string guitar type effect, and just a quick overview of the specs. It's true bypass, 1 mega ohm input, which is always good, and it has a power draw, well, it says 250 milliamps in the manual, and on the back of the pedal it says 300 milliamps. So I would take that to mean the power draw is between 250 and I would allow up to 500 milliamps of power draw. I've also set up a Boss reverb just for a little bit of light relief, which is in the plate mode. And we're going through a Walrus Audio ACS1, which has given me the amp setting with an SM57, and that's running through the Canvas stereo, but we're only using all of this in mono today, and then that's going straight out to the recorder. This is my clean tone via a Fender USA Telecaster. Okay, let's see what this is like. Everything at noon. Bridge pickup. Comparing that to So yes, quite effective. Now it's got a tone control and a level control. Now when you put the level control completely off, you just get the clean tone. Comparing to so yeah, pretty clean. And then the tone control. So as you put the level up, you obviously get more of the 12-string effect till you get to the maximum. So you're getting more of the octave like that than you are like this. I'd say that's maybe halfway. It's quite difficult to judge where that octave is equivalent. What I'm going to do is turn the volume up and then listen to what the tone control does. So there's some sort of high frequency artifact, which in the Digitech manual, they suggest either keeping the tone at 12 o'clock or at 9 o'clock. And they suggest the level being around about 12 o'clock. And they say this is for chords. And they suggest for picking to put the tone up to 12 as well. And now obviously that gives you a problem, because if you are switching between chords and lead and you've got two different settings that are ideal for each, then you're going to have to make a decision how much you want of this in terms of the tone. Maybe a compromise is halfway. So I guess we need to decide really, is this an effective imitation of a 12-string guitar? To my mind, I always think that it's better to have a sort of almost of a psychological effect of the 12 string rather than it to be really in your face, because obviously you're always in danger of overcooking these effects. Let's do exactly that. Let's kind of overcook it. So it sounds a little bit organ-like. And that's the type of tone that I would want to avoid. I would want to dial that back at least a little. Still a little bit organ-like there for me. Let's dial it back a little bit more. I'm going to put the reverb on. I've got a bit of plate reverb. So perhaps that kind of setting would be more appropriate if you're imitating that 12-string Rickenbacker type sound. Incidentally, I have a Rickenbacker 330 12-string on a demo on one of my videos, so you can always check that out. I might put it in the video now, up in the corner. It might be up there somewhere. So what do I think? Well, I mean, it's an effective pedal. You are in the ballpark of something like the TC Sub and Up. So what do I think? Well, I mean, it's a good pedal. It's an effective pedal. Would I use it? Yes, I would. The power draw is a little bit high compared to some other equivalent pedals such as the TC Sub and Up, which is only 100 or so milliamp power draw. This one is between 250 300, so you need a higher power supply, and the gig rig here, you can either use the Mr. Universe or the Time Lord. So in other words, you need a higher output on your power supply. Now if you're running lots of digital effects, maybe you're running Strymons and various things, they're all going to require that high power draw, so that might be part of your decision making. But I do think it's quite nice to have that tone control, which you don't get a lot on many of the other types of octave up pedals. So I think that is a very useful feature, so I like that a lot. Yeah, I think it's effective enough. If you really do need to have that 12-string effect, use the real thing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.